I want to ask if, similarly, how Charlotte answered if she thinks there's going to be any increase or a rise on attacks on Hindus by Islamists in the UK, British Hindus specifically. Do you, Utsav, foresee attacks on Hindus by, Islamists in the US and Canada?
Well, there has already been quite a bit of increase in the month of January in terms of targeting, at least the documented ones. There has been quite a bit of increase. So just to step back a little and understand why this is happening, in the short and midterm, you will see a hostile response from anti-Hindu forces, especially the alliance between Islamists, Khalistanis, and the extreme left, or the whatever left we would want to call them, because their interests are aligned, and anything that legitimizes Hindus in India and around the world causes problem to their interests. So it's a pure clash of interests, and therefore this is the rise that you're going to see. Now, in the month of January itself, we had 7 Hindu temples that were desecrated in the state of California, and 2 more in December. So that was literally the window of 1 month period that was prior to the opening of the Ram temple in Ayodhya. So I do believe that there is a correlation between that. And just last week, there was a seminary in Chicago, near Chicago, where an Islamic scholar actually went on and rebuked the leadership of UAE for doing the temple in Abu Dhabi. And I was like, good luck traveling in Emirates after that. But anyway, this is something that is going to be happening across in America. It is already happening. You will see unification of these elements, because the weaker they get within the Indian subcontinent, the stronger they will be putting their resources in the Western world or anywhere else where they can put their resources together. And they are very organized. So this has to be analyzed from the perspective that there is central, if not central, at least some sort of distributed nodal decision-making process amongst these elements, which are quite coordinated. So I do believe that in the medium term and short term, there will be a rise in anti-Hindu crimes. We will see that. In the long term, I think this will be a positive step. The Ram temple in Ayodhya will be a positive step, because more and more people around the world will see the Hindus in through a post-colonial lens. There has been a tendency across the world to look at Hindus through the lens of the Mughals, who didn't consider themselves Indian for most of their rule. There's a tendency to look at India through the lens of the Western outsider. And that was the lens that was prevalent all these decades. Now there will be a more balanced view, I think. And I think that will be good for all of us, and not just the people of Hindu background, but the entire world. It's good to understand people from all the perspectives.